the collection's name is Massera, and Massera is actually, we discovered the inspiration by chance as well. It's actually designed keeping in mind an element of play, and from the start to the end product we've really entouched the amount of like how play as an element is in the whole collection, in terms of either when we're making small models or we're sketching the same things or the carpenters are making at the workshop. Everything has a sense of an play in it. So that was the main inspiration. So the material inspirations were more of play-doh and textures in terms of that we applied to fabrics or forms, or just like simple forms that we inspired and curated from the elements of the play-doh forms that we had made earlier. So yeah. So again, our process is our hero in terms of it's not just the products, it's how it's made, either technically or in terms of how it was designed, in terms of the inspiration. So that's where the uniqueness comes in, because our philosophy is very strong about how we've made this collection. So that adds a very deep value to all of the pieces, which make it very unique in terms of forms as well as a backstory for it, because everything is designed from something that we saw in our mind, or that our thought process and the whole design process as well. So a lot of challenges we faced were because this is the first time we're doing a lot of upholstery work, and this is the first time also we're doing a lot of undirectional woodworking and all of that, because a lot of things if you see all the other products that we've designed before, they're very structured in terms of form, and it can be easily, you can create a template for it very easily. This time it was more of an undirectional view, even when we were designing it and when we made it with the carpenters. So there's a lot of touch of every person who's gone through the process and who's made these pieces, and it's a lot of touch from their side that they've added to each and every product. So those were a few challenges that we faced, because everything was undirectional, and there were a lot of things in terms of upholstery, the frame, and how these forms could be in life with considering the ergonomics of the pieces as well. So those were a few challenges that we faced with the carpenters. Like they were like, how will we shape this, how will we shape that, by just getting a drawing, because it's the shapes of all the details of the legs especially, it's very malleable, and there are a lot of things that you can't judge out of a drawing. So it was to communicate that aspect to the artisans or to the carpenters was a small challenge, but it was also an added element of play for them, because they had the freedom to work with the material the way they wanted. So I feel it worked out both ways in terms of the challenge and how the product came out.